Welcome to Ghost Stories. Join me, your host, Arthur Q. Mansley, and my delightful intern, Beth.
Hi.
As we delve into the intricacies of ghouls, ghosts, goblins, and everything in between, discussing their appetites, their textures, their aromas, their flavors. Beth, I skipped lunch today.
You know what? That makes a lot more sense now. Have you ever eaten a cryptid? Oh, well, you did. We've talked about. We don't need to get to that because we talked about the squonk.
Yes, we've talked about the squonk in detail.
I didn't appreciate that.
Someday, Beth, it is my dream we shall do a baking episode where I bake a cryptid for you. It's delicious.
That seems like immoral because they're probably, since they're cryptids, endangered in themselves. Probably. That seems like it's not a...
Well, there is your first fallacy, Beth. Assuming all cryptids are endangered, some of them are just very good hiders.
Okay. You know, let's talk about why we're here for this episode.
Right, this is a highly requested topic.
Yes, Arthur, you've encountered the Jersey Devil.
Oh, yes. Oh, what a devil he is.
Is a boy.
The Jersey Devil I encountered was.
Okay, so what is the Jersey Devil from New Jersey in the United States?
Beth, let us start as we start every episode with a historical dive. Right.
We already started
the origins of the Jersey Devil. In this way, you cut to some music and it goes. And it goes back
oh, like
in time.
historic. Okay.
Yes.
Like.
Yes, as your contract states with all the editing and things.
Do you want me to put music behind the potential?
You just cut out this past 10 seconds and plop that music in there and we're good.
Do you want me to put music behind the potential the baking episode pitch that you had earlier?
By the time we reach the baking episode, we'll have an in-house band, so that will be beyond your responsibilities.
What instruments are you putting in this in-house band?
Well, just the usual ones.
Like a fife?
A fife, of course. Yes, do you play a fife, Beth?
So the Jersey Devil was first discovered when?
Oh, right. The first sightings of a devil-like creature tales go back to the 1700s.
It has 1,700 tales?
The one I encountered only had one, from what I perceive.
Okay. 1,700.
Yes, but these are legends of the creature. The first confirmed sightings were around 1909.
Oh, were you alive then?
So the legends of the Jersey Devil, its origin story, right? Like a Marvel movie.
But cryptid.
But cryptid, so decidedly more interesting and real and factual.
And scary.
Well, the Jersey Devil has another title that you may not have heard of. It is an older, archaic term. It is the Leeds Devil, or the demon from Leeds, or the Leeds Devil, demon Leeds.
Like L-E-E-D or L-E-A-D?
Correct. Yes, L-E-E-D. After Mother Leeds. Yes, it's a woman who supposedly existed in the late 1700s. She had 12 children, did Mother Leeds, and she once again fell to fancy, and another seed blossomed within her womb. I'm trying to keep this PG, Beth.
You're not.
I don't want to do the birds and the bees talk for all the children.
You're making me more uncomfortable. Just say that she was pregnant with another child.
The 13th child.
Okay, 13. That's an important number.
The demon number. And Mother Leeds, she was frustrated.
Why?
Well, she gave birth 12 times already, Beth. And now she's got to do it again.
Oh, okay.
So she cursed the very child within her womb. And said, this child is a devil.
No way.
Yes way.
Wait, I thought, okay, so I've heard some stuff of the Jersey Devil. I thought like it was just an accident and like she accidentally gave birth to a cursed child, but she cursed the child herself.
She was the cursor and the cursee.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, such was her frustration at this 13th child. And, after 9 months gestation, and, check-ins with doctors and midwifery and all that, born from her womb, he emerges not a humanoid creature as you would expect,
Okay.
but anthropomorphized, goat-like being.
What does anthropomorphized mean?
Human-like.
So it was like a mix of a human goat.
Yes, a human goat, but
Did it
not like
have-
a satyr. Those are fun. Right. Everybody loves to dance with a satyr. You do not want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Was it like like a goat that could stand on 2 legs, or was it like had human hands?
It had goat-like legs,
Okay.
right, like a satyr,
Okay.
but it was completely coated in a layer of dark, blackish, reddish fur.
Whoa.
The head being decidedly goat-like with large fangs. And those creepy goat eyes where you're not
like the
quite
vertical
sure. Yes, you're
creepy.
not quite sure where they're looking.
So
but
was
you know
it?
it's full of malice.
Did it have goat hand? Did it have human hands and
Human
human
hands.
torso?
Rather nice hands.
So like a satyr,
If
but
not for like the whole being a devil thing, could have been a hand model.
in the late 1700s.
Oh yes, the thing was absolutely ripped right out of the womb. Like he's pumping iron in there, Beth.
Oh, ripped like that. I thought you were ripped. Sometimes people say ripped out of the womb like cesarean
Oh,
section.
it was probably very violent, Beth.
Okay.
So it may have been a double phrasing.
But so it had a goat booty like a satyr,
Yes,
human torso like a
little
satyr.
tail.
and then but a goat head,
Yes.
and it was red. Goats are not normally red.
Typically, nor do they typically emerge from the womb of a human woman.
Yeah, that's usually not how it goes.
Correct. But thus was born the Leeds devil, and as colonization advanced and property lines were drawn and Congress and all that, eventually its name is transmogrified to the Jersey Devil.
Because that's where he was born.
This ties more to the sightings in the 1900s.
Oh.
At a strip club in Camden. True facts.
What?
Yes.
I thought we were trying to keep it PG.
Well, you can't PGify fact, Beth. For the devil was sighted in a strip club in Camden.
That's wild.
It caused some unspecified chaos inside.
Sounds...
Before fleeing, police officers fired rounds upon it. It was chaos and mayhem.
There was a shootout.
Oh, yes. But unfortunately, the creature was not tagged and or bagged.
I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it got away.
Tagged as in shot, bagged as in, like, if you were to take a prize deer in for a tag. He fled into the night.
Yeah. With his goat.
Yes. And since then, there were various sightings in that area and that era around the Philadelphia, Jersey area.
I've heard that the Jersey Devil can fly. Is that true?
Yes, it has been observed in flight.
Does it have wings or does it float in the...
Oh, very large bat-like wings. I mentioned that in the whole birth segment.
Though we were getting a little bit traumatized by that part.
I was trying to move it along, but you were trying to move me along. Left out details, Beth. It's a very detail-oriented show.
Does it have wings like a bat?
Yes, like a bat.
Like on the arms?
No, on its back bat wings.
So it's like leathery.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
So it was born with these little baby wings and then it grew to be an older adult?
It was born more or less fully formed.
No!
But slightly miniaturized.
Oh, like the insects that don't go through metamorphosis.
The gross ones, yes.
So, it was spotted at various times in the 1900s.
Yes, and there was a bounty placed by the oldest zoo in America, the Philadelphia Zoo.
The Philadelphia Zoo is the oldest zoo in America?
It is.
I did not know that.
This is a true fact, Beth.
We have to go to
Only
Philadelphia.
true facts on this show.
We should go to Philadelphia sometime.
The bounty was placed $10,000.
Who put it? The sheriff?
It was the Philadelphia Zoo placed a bounty of $10,000 for the capture of the Jersey Devil.
Okay.
Which that's $10,000 in 1909 dollars, which is
more now.
It is $345,000, Beth.
In today's money?
In today's money. Or $346,000 if you're round.
Whoa. That's crazy.
This was the largest bounty at the time for a cryptid creature, especially one that was so recently sighted.
Yeah, it's only been 3 years. People believe... Is this one of the cryptids that people widely believe is true?
This is one of the more generally accepted ones. There were a few attempts to claim the bounty. One of them, somebody had taken a kangaroo and stitched some wings onto it and some claws.
That's not good.
It was a disgrace to the paranormal community at the time. We were all enraged.
Also probably PETA.
Oh, Peter was furious too. I've never seen him in such a tizzy.
No, that's the like animal welfare. It's not somebody named Peter. It's animal welfare.
He's a cryptid. He's not an animal.
No, the kangaroo.
There's a very fine line.
No, the kangaroo.
The
never
kangaroo
mind.
was named Peter?
Never mind. So, who else tried to pass off the New Jersey Devil as something?
Oh, just various hoodlums. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention the kangaroo thing because it was quite silly.
It is not very great. So then, okay. So nobody, as of yet, is the bounty still active?
That is a good question, Beth. We should look into this.
We can go to the Philadelphia Zoo.
I could really use $10,1909.
I thought you said it was $100,000.
No, it was $10,000.
Oh.
Converted to today's currency is $345,000.
Oh, that makes more sense.
$346,000 if you round.
Okay. Okay. So, where is the Jersey Devil? Does the Jersey Devil still in Philadelphia, New Jersey area?
Shall I regale you with my encounter of the devil?
Yeah.
My little dance with the devil.
I think we've gotten to the point of the episode that this is the time.
We've planted the seeds of intrigue and history. Now we're on to the next phase. Beth, is where you insert the next transitional music cue.
Oh, I thought it was like more spooky, like
If we can afford the licensing for more sound things, of course.
Wait, does the Jersey Devil have horns like a goat? Like, are they like, or are they like little stubby like satyr?
No, they are very large curled ram's horns almost.
Did they have the horns when they were birthed?
Oh, yes.
Gross.
It is a gross creature.
Inherently. Did Mother Lee's die? I mean, probably eventually, but like after the birth.
It is assumed that giving birth to a demon kills the mother.
What happened to so the siblings know that they're brothers and sisters of the Jersey Devil?
The historical recollections fail to recount any more information about the siblings beyond there were 12 of them.
The Jersey Devil has 12 brothers and sisters.
Big family. A lot of Christmas presents.
If you can track the Jersey Devil down, how did you track the Jersey Devil down?
It was 1983.
Okay. The 80s.
It was in my motorcycle era. Had a mullet. Old was a good mullet, Beth.
I've seen pictures and I'm not a fan.
It was a mullet with a perm. It was really in style at the time.
That was the only time.
Oh, right. The devil. In my motorcycle era. Of course, I'm traveling the New England countryside on the hunt. Specifically for the devil. I was in a motorcycle era. I was a badass. I had to go after the most badass cryptid there was, which is a literal devil.
That tracks.
And so do I. Very well.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yes, I'm an expert tracker.
Okay.
Following the smell of fire and brimstone.
What's brimstone? I know what fire is. What's brimstone?
Sulfur.
Like geysers?
Like, the smell of fire and brimstone is the smell of hot farts, Beth.
What?
Brimstone is sulfur. Sulfur is reeks of flatulence.
No way.
And fire is warm.
So you're telling me that, like, whenever people talk about that, it's just tooting?
Hell is a fartscape, Beth.
It's probably also not pleasant, so that's fair.
But it's very easily trackable, especially in the 80s on a motorcycle with a badass permed mullet.
Did you ever accidentally follow someone who was carrying rotten eggs?
These are other encounters that are unimportant, Beth. Legal matters that are still in court to this day. But I was following the smell of fire and brimstone.
You have a lot of
Beth,
untended lawyer things
Beth,
happening.
I'm not allowed to discuss that on air, you know this.
Johnny Law!
Johnny Law! Oh, Johnny Law! Oh, Beth, you're gonna drive me mad.
Well, good. That'll be in the same headspace that you were when you had a motorcycle, because that's crazy.
Oh.
For you, anyway, because you don't probably take care of your vehicles that well, and a motorcycle is just asking
The motorcycle
to be...
didn't last long.
No, it's just asking to be lost.
Oh, it lost. It was a great loss, though. Big jump. Really cool. Mullet flowing in the wind.
What?
Oh, I was a badass in the 80s, Beth. Still am. Mind
Are you 80 years old now?
Irrelevant. Anyways, following the smell of hot farts.
Okay.
I found myself deep within the uncharted wilderness of the Jersey area.
In the 80s, it was probably charted.
It was uncharted, Beth.
To you.
Because there was just... The Jersey Devil just has a house out there in the woods.
No way.
It's just like a log cabin. Like a little, like, vegetable patch.
And nobody, like, bothered to be like, hey, that's possibly, like, not a human.
Well, it was very secluded
Oh.
and uncharted.
Oh, okay.
I was the one who was charting it currently.
Do you have a map right now, or is that lost to time?
It lost to time, Beth.
So you walked
This is
up
why
to...
I
How
had
did
to
you...
get an intern.
So you found... You smelled this devil all the way to their door.
Yes.
And you knocked on the door?
Well, of course.
That's only polite.
Yes, I slicked back my mullet.
Is that how you make a good impression?
I adjusted the gold chain around my neck.
Did you have your press cap, like, patch sewn onto your, like, leather jacket instead of, like, an actual press cap?
I just had a small notebook that said press on it.
And no one's ever questioned that.
It was the 80s. People really didn't question anything.
So what did you do?
I knocked upon the door. And after a few moments, the door cracked open. And what do you think I saw inside, Beth?
Probably darkness.
It was actually quite cheerily lit.
Oh. Okay, well then tell me.
Well, what would answer the door but...
The Jersey Devil.
The devil himself, yes. With a bright pink apron around his neck and a pair of cooking mitts on.
Was he baking something?
He was baking some very fart-smelling cookies, but he was baking in his little log cabin in the woods.
So the fart smell was coming from what he was baking, not necessarily himself.
He was baking with brimstone.
Oh.
Being of the hellish inclination, he is unaffected by its foul odors.
Got it. Okay, and then did you introduce yourself? Tell us, pretend I'm the Jersey Devil, pretend this is in the 80s. Tell me what you said.
So, door opens, I see the Jersey Devil,
Yeah.
pink flowery apron, flowery oven mitts upon his hands.
Great.
And of course, first thing I say is, Demon! Demon, demon, demon!
Why would you say that? You knew who you were going to find.
Because you have to do...
And also, demons and devils are very different. You've told me this many times.
This is part of the process, but did you read any of the handbooks I made for you? When encountering a hellish creature...
There's a handbook?
There are multiple handbooks, Beth.
I've never seen these in my
I drop
life.
them in your mailbox every other Thursday. Why do you think I need so many crayons?
I don't have a mailbox. Who are you dropping these off to?
If you refer to handbook number 17, which
Supposedly.
details interactions with hellish beings, upon encountering a hellish being, you must declare demon, 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 demon,
Okay.
Right.
Supposedly.
Right. And if they are a demon, then legally they have to tell you they are a demon. If they act confused, then they are a devil.
Oh, that's a good litmus test.
It is a perfect litmus test. That's why it's in the handbook, Beth.
So what did the Jersey Devil do? Look confused at
He
you?
was very confused.
And boom, there's your answer.
I was like, aha! I have you now, devil.
And then it was like, oh, Arthur, come on in, pal.
It was more like, how did you find me?
Did you ever say your name to this devil?
Well, yes, I said, I am Arthur Q. Mansley, master tracker and paranormal interviewer extraordinaire. Of course, you've heard of me as I slicked back my permed mullet.
Arthur, come on in. I just made some brimstone cookies. Let's sit down on the couch. Is that what happened? Like,
That is exactly what happened. You're eerily accurate, Beth. Demon! Demon, 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 demon!
please stop.
Alright, I had to make sure. You're not confused. So you are not a devil in disguise.
That's a great song.
Pardon me?
Okay, so then what was the decor situation in the log cabin? Was it like rustic or was it like very cute?
It was cottagecore as heck. Beth.
Yeah, I was hoping that would be the case.
It was actually, I believe
The first
this is
cottagecore.
my theory is that the Jersey Devil is the originator of the cottagecore aesthetic. I believe that secretly the Jersey Devil has been publishing home decorating guides and TikToks and Etsy posts
Under pseudonyms,
under pseudonyms, of course,
like Bertha.
or not the Jersey Devil at AOL.net.
Well, obviously, yeah, because who would? It's not the Jersey Devil. They're telling you right there.
I asked them. I emailed them years ago, and they told me they weren't.
So you were like, well, worth a shot.
People don't lie on the internet, Beth.
How old is the Jersey Devil?
Let me regale you with the interview. The
Also,
devil,
does he prefer Jersey Devil or Leeds Devil?
I addressed him as Jersey Devil. He never corrected me.
Okay.
So I assume you'd see he was fine with the moniker that I had assigned to him.
Okay.
Jersey Devil. But I asked him, how's the family?
Mm-hmm.
He said they had died centuries ago, leaving him alone to think and ponder and bake fart-smelling, yet quite delicious cookies.
You had one?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It was crunchy.
You're a soft cookie kind of guy.
Yes. Easier on my gums.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Yes, at that point I was a little, slightly embarrassed. I had just brought up this man's centuries-dead family and I was a little uncomfortable. So I trudged forward to my next question, which is, where have you been all these years, man?
Yeah, because it's casual, man.
It was the 80s. I was cool, Beth.
Was he cool?
Oh, he was honestly kind of a dork.
Yeah, you would think that he would be like scary.
As they would say in the 80s, a square.
Oh. Did he have like fangs? Like.
Yes. He appeared very scary,
Okay.
were it not for the pink apron and flowery oven mitts.
In a different context, if you were trying to scare someone, it would be very effective.
Oh, yes. But just observing his movements and the dainty way he hung the mitts above the oven.
He was very particular.
Very particular, Beth.
That's great. You know, sometimes you need all sorts of personalities.
A wonderful host.
Oh, good.
He gave me a nice hot glass of water to drink.
Okay.
It was cool. I saw him put ice cubes in it, but by the time he brought it over to me, they had melted and the water had nearly begun boiling in his hand.
Oh, is that a skill that he has?
The Jersey Devil is quite hot, Beth.
Did you guys kiss?
Beth! It was the 80s.
So yes?
The interview continues.
Does he have an ability to change the temperature of the things around him?
Yes.
Like indirect, like how, like were you like?
Skin to skin contact was kind of painful.
I'm assuming you shook his hand as a polite person.
Well,
We're gonna
it's
just...
polite to say thank you.
Okay. And also if you kissed. So...
But, but this was the 80s. Need I remind you?
Yeah, you didn't have a partner at the time, is from what I understand.
Things were complicated back then. I was cool. It's hard to be cool and be tied down.
That's a term that you shouldn't use it anymore, Arthur. You are obviously not in the dating scene right now.
It says you, Beth.
I don't want to... Okay.
I get around, Beth. I have a bicycle.
No, you don't. You lost that last week.
I had a bicycle.
Yeah, where is it? Do you remember even what town we were in?
Winnebago.
Nope, it's not a town. That's the RV's title. Okay, so what else did you ask? You asked where the dead family, which is great starting. Where had he been this whole time? Had he been in this log cabin?
Yeah, he said he was just done scaring people.
So he enjoyed it for a time.
Yeah, he enjoyed the strip club incident, really, getting shot at. Kind of caused him to rethink things.
So it was like tried it once and then maybe not so much.
Yes. He realized he was simply too hideous and demonic for society. So
That's
he
sad.
isolated himself and dedicated himself
To brimstone baking.
Yes, brimstone baking and the Philadelphia Eagles.
What?
He was an avid Eagles fan.
Oh, I thought maybe he ate the players.
He did have some oddly bloody memorabilia. But big Eagles guy.
Okay. But he was in New Jersey at the time.
Yes, really near the state line.
Okay. And what else did you ask him? Did you ask him if he had any friends?
Well, I did not really think of that at the time.
You were too lost in his eyes?
I prepare most of my questions in advance, Beth. I wasn't expecting him to be a dashing loner.
Okay, what other questions did you prepare then, Mr. Arthur?
Well, I asked him how his love life was. You, in the interest of determining whether or not it was an individual or a species.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah.
Because the origin story, it really states the creation of only one devil.
Did you ask him about his mom, if she was like a witch or something?
Again, I brought up the family. Not a good topic with him.
Oh, was he kind of downtrodden for a while?
He really needed some comfort after that.
And then you kissed.
Beth, it was the 80s.
So then you asked a different question.
Yes, I did.
Which was?
Well, I asked him about his love life. Right.
Okay.
He said he was a bachelor.
He was on the show The Bachelor in disguise?
Yes, actually.
That's incredible.
Season 3.
See, I've never seen The Bachelor.
No, neither have I, Beth.
Did you watch season 3 specifically after that?
Yeah, he asked me to, but I thought it was kind of awkward.
That would be awkward to then see the person you were involved with when you were dating.
Episode 3.
What?
He only made it to episode 3.
Oh, he wasn't the Bachelor. He was like. Oh, okay. I see. Like he was one of the contestants dating the Bachelorette.
No, he was on The Bachelor.
They kicked him off.
Yes, Beth.
He
was a demon.
Well, I thought maybe he was.
Devil. He's a devil.
I thought maybe he would have a disguise or something, but
he did.
They found out.
It was not a very good disguise.
Was it a fake mustache?
He showed me a Polaroid. It was the Polaroid era.
Was it a fake mustache?
There was a lot of elastic and some taping.
Yeah, usually that's not great.
A waxed devil does not look pleasant, Beth.
Okay. I don't want to imagine that.
Stop it.
So after the love life situation and after you kissed, what did you ask?
Beth, keep bringing this up.
I didn't bring anything up. What was the next question?
Honestly, you really just got really into talking about the birds.
I'm sorry?
The birds.
Oh, that's what people call the Eagles,
That's
right?
what people call the Eagles. Go Birds.
You kind of scared me for a second.
What, you think he was opening an aviary?
I don't know. I thought maybe he like ate birds for fun. That's kind of not cool.
Well, he has to eat something, Beth. That's not cookies. He couldn't subsist entirely upon
You said-
baked goods.
You said he had a vegetable plot.
He does a vegetable plot, yes. Delicious stew.
Yeah, maybe he subsists on stew and maybe or maybe not Eagles players.
Oh, what a sad existence that would be, Beth. Imagine no beef jerky.
Did he eat beef jerky? Did you bond over your love of beef jerky?
I'm sure we could have.
You didn't think to bring it up?
Not at the time, no.
How big was his wingspan if it were totally unfurled? How tall was he?
You think I just asked the man to unfurl in front of me?
No, I'm asking you how tall he was first.
7'8".
Oh, so you like taller men.
Excuse me.
You're not 7'8". You're very much shorter than that.
My height is not important, although a tall stature does promote a great strength and musculature.
Which he had to do if he flies all the time.
Oh, he was ripped, Beth.
Yeah, you said that he was ripped from birth. Did he show you baby pictures? Is that why you know?
Beth, it was the late 1700s. Photography was...
Did he
Not
show you
really
an
a
artistic
thing.
rendition of his babiness?
He did not show me a painting of him erupting out of his mother's womb.
That's
Beth.
not what I said. I said baby.
That's what you asked.
I
Beth.
I didn't say that. Anyway, we're not, okay, fine. If you're not going to answer it, then we're going to drop that question. Any other questions that you asked him that you would like to bring up about the Jersey Devil, because he sounds like a cool guy?
Really, it was just a good conversation about football.
Uh-huh.
We discussed fishing.
No,
I
that's great.
recommended he get a permed mullet.
Uh-huh. What'd he say?
We met up the next week. He went to my barber.
You have a barber local to Philadelphia, New Jersey area.
I did at the time, yes.
That's cute.
A do like that had a lot of upkeep, Beth. You really needed a consistent guy, or the whole top of your head would just look like a head of broccoli or something.
Okay. That's fun to imagine. I like imagining that one.
It didn't look good. The broccoli part. The permed mullet was
Beautiful.
badass.
Yeah, okay. So he got a mullet. Is that, and then how long were you in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area?
Well, it was shortly after that Johnny Law was on my tail. So I had to flee.
That's too bad.
Yes.
You only have a short time with the people that you want to date.
A few days later, I lost the bike.
And you only have a short time with the vehicles that you constantly lose. That's a lesson for us all. Email us at arthurmansley@gmail.com.
We have an email?
You...
I'm playing tricks on you, Beth.
Jeez.
Of course I remember email.
What's the lesson that you learned from this episode today? You leave the viewers with a lesson.
A lesson?
A lesson.
Is that a thing we do?
It's like Sesame Street.
Oh, I remember that. Like Jim Henson.
Like Jim Henson.
We'll have to talk about him someday, Beth.
Tell us a lesson that you learned.
Today's lesson, children, listeners, dear subscribers. Devil's not such a bad guy.
Maybe hold the things and ones that you love close, because you don't know how long you'll have them.
But not too close, because the skin will melt your flesh off.